Hey everybody, it is Mike Young, lifestyle nutritionist with aPlantBasedDiet.org. Welcome to chapter 57 of my book, Live to 150. And this chapter is on gratefulness and gratitude. And I want to start off this chapter by basically saying that I feel grateful that I'm actually producing this book and it's actually happening, that I have the knowledge to do it. Because believe it or not, as much as I really do like helping everybody, and I really don't like to see people in pain or suffering or things like that, I'm getting a tremendous amount of benefit out of it. So I just want to mention that it's coming. Whenever you do something for others, it always goes back to you and you get tremendous benefits out of it, because I can tell you I'm doing better with my own lifestyle. I'm at a point now where I probably never would be able to be there if it wasn't for me gathering the knowledge for this book, working with the nonprofit for years since 2014, and then finally getting to the point where, okay, we're ready to have this product available for people. And of course, it's free. As you know, if you're watching this, it's on the YouTube channel. And if you don't know how you got here and you just clicked randomly on the internet, if you go to live to 150, liveto150.org, it'll take you straight to the playlist where you can watch all of these in order if you want. And if you also want to, you can shuffle them around, but there's no point in doing that. Or you can if you want to. Just something to listen to in the car, I guess. Hopefully you're getting a lot out of this. If you are, let me know below in the comments, and let me know some things that you're grateful for. I think that, part of this lifestyle thing is just feeling good, feeling like you want to be alive and you want to continue. And if you don't have an attitude of gratitude, like people say, you're not going to really feel like you want to go on, or you don't want to try to stay here longer. It's kind of a sad, vicious circle to be in, if you ask me. And, if you've been there before and you're no longer there, also let me know in the comments. It might be very inspiring for others to read that. Just like I said, it's inspiring for me almost to be able to write this book, or, I keep saying V-book, people don't know what that is. This video book, get it out there. But, it's inspiring for me, like I said, just to be able to do it. And it kind of hopefully helps you guys. And maybe as time goes on, and I'm recording this thing as I'm 52 today. I was 51 last year. So between 2021, 2022. And I don't know, maybe in another 50 years, we'll look back on this and say, this was, it was so sad that this even had to be done, because people didn't care if they were, as I've talked about in earlier chapters, just constantly abusing themselves at every single meal of the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all in the name of your taste buds. That's basically what happens. And of course, everything suffers from that. I do believe, and I'm grateful also for the realization that everything's connected. And it's more so now than ever because of the internet. I'm not just saying that because the internet exists. The internet is just one level of connectivity. As we're finding out, if some of the things that, like some of the projects that Elon Musk is working on, for instance, like Neuralink, if they end up making it to fruition, then the premise of all that is that even the human body is based on electrical impulses. And of course, it's just a whole other level if you want to get into it that deep as to why you don't want to use animal products. That's just some kind of horrific, tortured, dead energy that you don't want in your body. I know it affects people on many levels, many of which have either never been considered by people to this point in time, or people don't want to consider it, or of course, there's no money to do it, for any funding to even look at these types of things, especially considering the fact that so many other industries would be hurt if we shifted away from them, which I think is a good thing. But you know how it works. The world is just basically run by people who have more money than others, even though money doesn't really exist. It's kind of a strange time that we're living in. Of course, so if you're looking back at this years into the future, cryptocurrency was a new thing here in the last few years. Actually, it was invented, I think, like 2010 in response to the Bitcoin was in response to the last financial crisis, and hopefully as a method of repairing. And we'll see how things go in the future with that. But again, be grateful for everything that you have. Be grateful. If you're not grateful for anything, if you can't really think of anything, then please use this as an opportunity to do an exercise where you start to think about these things. And if you don't think you're grateful about many things or enough things or anything, go back to the chapter I did on goals and the importance of goal setting. Put some of this in your goals. All right, because if you're not, like I said, if you're not grateful, you're not going to want to live well. You're not going to want to live, period, potentially, depending upon how ungrateful and down into a depressive state you are. So you've got to incorporate these things in your goals. It's kind of strange that people don't incorporate these things in their goals if it's something they need to work on, and actually think that by going to some kind of medical professional that they're going to have some magic cure. Of course, we know at this day and age, no one's offering really any cures. No one's offering any kind of healing. No guarantees anyway, but just managing symptoms. And the way to get out of this, like I said, is just put your mind to it. It's all a mindset. So put your mind to it. You want to have like an attitude of gratitude, and you don't have it, put it in your goals. Have your goals there. Go back and review that chapter as to how to work your goals, and you will do it. There's no question in my mind. You follow my chapter on goals and goal setting, achieving your goals, you combine it with gratitude, and then you will be there. It's really that simple. So if you have any other advice for this, any other tips or things, please let us know in the comments. Like I said, any of your own stories, any of your own experiences, but maybe you are in a really bad place and you improved and you want to give some tips to people on how they can do that. Or maybe you were in a good place and something really tripped you up. I mean, it's, you encounter a series of unfortunate events, and next thing you know, you're feeling terrible. That's just the way life goes sometimes. You can never predict it. But you also have the chance to get out of that, and it's work. I know it's work, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. All the stuff here is worth it. And so thank you for watching this chapter of the book. Excuse me. If you got some value out of it, please hit the like button. Of course, subscribe, and we will see you in the next chapter. Bye-bye.